Okay, July 2020. I don't even have words to explain it. Oh god, it was a month that we existed in, and things have gotten worse. Just hit the intro. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ghosty and I will be your YouTube gaming guide for the day, and let's talk about July 2020. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to look at this chart and go, yeah, YouTube has been crashing down. July 2020 was the worst ever registered year on freaking YouTube. Lowest number of viewers, lowest number of total accumulated views, and it is what it is. I mean, people are going through this thing that can only be termed as information overload. I don't want to get too in-depth into that topic because, I mean, I already made a video on it on my main channel. If you guys want to go check that out, click the I button, I don't know, this way or this way, whatever, or the link in the description, because that was a really good video and I kind of talk about how I feel and the emotions and the difficulties behind being a content creator and going through July 2020. And oh dear god, for me especially, July 2020 was like a turning point. It kind of made me realize like the reality of the world. So if you guys want to go check that out, links will be in the description. But essentially what it is a lot of people made content, a lot of people consumed the content. At some point they became overwhelmed by the amount of information coming at them, and their brain just went, you know what? We're gonna turn that off for a bit, and we're gonna, I don't know, go do our normal stuff. And thus, a new situation was born. A situation where the market was filled with marketers, but the actual market isn't there. And by that, I mean the customers are just gone. When you have a market filled with customers, it's pretty easy for a marketer to just come in and be like, hey, my stuff looks really good. If you guys want to go check that out, go ahead. But when the market is just filled with marketers and no customers, who are you supposed to sell it to? And don't worry, the customers are going to come back. The viewers are going to come back at some point. It's just that you have to strive through this. It's a weird situation where we as content creators have a lot of time to make content, but at the same time, we don't have viewers to show the content to. Which brings up a really good question. What do you do at a time like this? Well, guess what? As someone who has been a social media manager, I'm still a social media manager for a lot of channels, I get to see their analytics, I get to see the data coming at me. And as someone who just genuinely loves figuring out these social media algorithms, I've been looking at a lot of numbers, and I'm here to say I have a few pieces of advice that maybe, just maybe, can help you out a bit. So the first piece of advice that I'm giving to my own social media clients is that try to make content that is not trending at the moment. Now, obviously, trending topics come up all the time, and if it was a normal situation, I'd be like, get on that right now, talk about it. But the reason why I'm not suggesting it is because the viewers are gonna come back maybe in August, maybe in September. But when that happens, the specific topic, the specific video or content that you made is not gonna be relevant. And thus, you're just gonna get a low number of views, and it's just gonna stop at some point. No one's gonna rewatch it. Like, let's say something happens, some newsworthy thing happens, and you just go, okay, I'm gonna make a video on this right now. But obviously 2 months from now, no one's gonna care about it, so no one's gonna watch that video, so there is no point in making trending topic videos. But there is an exception, which goes right into tip 2. There's a very, very small amount of trending topics that you can actually hit right now, which can be rewatched by people after, I don't know, 2 months. Now in the gaming industry, there are a lot that you can talk about. Like, if you just want to go specifically into gaming, you can talk about Cyberpunk 2077 because it's coming out in November. You can talk about Assassin's Creed. There are a bunch of games that you can talk about. If you want to talk about topics, you can definitely talk about the whole Joe Rogan situation, where he was talking about his situation with gaming addictions and how games are a waste of time. Now, these are topics that, although are trending right now, they can also be rewatched 2 months down the line because people would want to know, because these are topics that are going to be sort of relevant even 2 months later, people would still want your opinion, your information, people would want to know about the news that they missed. And also with the Joe Rogan situation, it is very much concentrated onto content creators. So it's a really good topic to just capitalize on, because right now on every single platforms, as I said before, there are more marketers than the market itself. So when social medias are just primarily filled with content creators, you have to make content for content creators. Analyze the market, make content for the market. That's the goal. Since a lot of content creators feel like they've been attacked by Joe Rogan, make that video, try to explain what your opinion is, and content creators are gonna watch it, because content creators are the people who are on these platforms primarily right now. You see what I'm getting at? This also gives me a perfect segue for the third tip. Try to utilize this time to make evergreen content. What do I mean by evergreen? Evergreen just means content that people will search for the next God knows how many years. Make content that people will want to watch for a very long time. Now, as you can see, this video, this whole entire channel is built on that idea. I am making content specifically for content creators who specifically search for these sort of content forever. Unless YouTube gaming or gaming on YouTube is just going to disintegrate tomorrow, people are still going to search for content that I'm uploading onto this channel for a very goddamn long time. And that's one of the reasons why I'm capitalizing on this time to push out as many possible videos as I can. So what I would recommend you to do right now is think about it, concentrate, figure out what type of people are on the platform right now, and make content for that, and also make content for people who will come back later. Don't waste this time that you have in July 2020, August 2020. We are not exactly sure when the viewers will come back, but when they do, make sure to have content that they can re-watch at any point in time, period. And before anyone thinks I'm a hypocrite, it's pretty obvious that I'm not. I'm actually hitting tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, directly all of these tips on my channel right now. Right now I'm making content for content creators who are going through a hard time. That's tip 2. And tip 3 and tip 1, this entire channel was built on the idea. So yeah, don't call me a hypocrite. I'm just preaching exactly what I'm doing, alright? So hopefully this helped you out a bit. If you have any questions, any suggestions even, if you do, leave them down in the comment section below, or even jump to my gaming channel where I'm talking about all these topics and more. Even right now, as I said before, I have a video on how July 2020 affected me as a content creator and how it has affected me as a human being in general. I made a whole video on that. Again, iCard, or at the end of the video there's going to be a card there so you can check out that video. And you can ask me any questions, make sure to leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer every single one of them. So thank you again so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys want more pandemic advice, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, all the good stuff. And I guess I'll see you guys in another hopefully useful video. Ghosty out. See ya. Ooh, are we going to war? I want to go to war.
Courage.
My man, let's go.
They are what make us.
Really? I don't think YouTube viewers actually know what all those things mean.